It is Wednesday. It is hump day. I just got done with my run for today and only found 2 packs of marbles on my epic run today. So that means I only have 2 letters to write today instead of 6, 7, or 12. Or that's actually not true, and that's the whole point and why I'm bringing up the fact that it's hump day. I actually have 4 to write because I found this hump day, welcome to Wednesday, pack of camels that I've never seen before out in the parking lot in Oshkosh, Wisconsin with my brother when we were at Walmart. So I found this, and I also found this pack of cigarettes. And this is a very special letter in the making because this one was dropped and had 3 cigarettes in it. Now, odds are that someone just dropped their pack of cigarettes and is kind of bummed that they lost it because they still had cigarettes inside of it. But there's always a 1/1,000,000% chance that someone realized that, oh my gosh, smoking is not good for me, and just threw this out their window with the cigarettes in it. No, that'll never happen. That'll never happen. I think I'll always be in business with finding cigarette packs and being able to write letters because of them, because people who smoke cigarettes kind of have a cowboy attitude, like nobody lives forever. I mean, because it's been clinically proven that smoking cigarettes is probably one of the most dangerous things in the world that you can do for your body. I mean, it's not like shooting arsenic into your eyeballs with a hypodermic needle, but smoking is definitely not good for you. It's kind of like anti-exercise. And if those people, these nobody's going to live forever type people, probably don't really care too much about littering and the earth because, what do they got to lose sort of thing. So there will always be cigarette packs lying around as long as they're smoking. So I will be able to write letters, I think, until my ripe old age, because everywhere I go, if I put my mind to it and look for them, I seem to be able to find these cigarette packs. Now, speaking of health, I'm going to go into my Project 24. Had a setback as far as my diet goes. Well, kinda. Now, I've been keeping track of everything I've been eating and how much I weigh. Like when I started Project 24, I weighed 197. Had a very light day of eating and exercised a ton, and I lost 5 pounds in the first day. That's like almost half of my goal in one day. Then I had another light day. Orange slice, garden salad. Oh, look at this. Doing so good. And look at all this exercise I did. Oh my gosh, those wall sits were killer. Wall sits are killer. And in 2 days, I was halfway done with my goal of 12 pounds. Now that's amazing. And once again, started doing good. I did have 1 chocolate chip cookie and several of the crumbs when I made cookies with my grandma. But, let's see. Oh yes, here's where the beginning of the end. 1 large slice of pizza. Other than that, I had a really good day. I did lunges, some isometrics, and a lot of walking at work. And then I went to my brother's, so I didn't get to weigh myself in the morning. And I ate like a normal human being and then some on my day off with my brother. I had the rest of the pizza. I had some of these delicious jalapeno sun chips. Delicious. I had about 8 of Grandma's delicious cookies. No kidding. I took a bunch. I had only 1 soda, Diet Code Red. I ate the leftover ice cream cake. We went out for Chinese. I had chili dogs. I had this awesome chicken teriyaki sandwich. Oh my gosh. And unless you consider like typing on a computer or, playing a video game with your brother, exercise, none. So what did I weigh this morning when I got up? 198 pounds. Oh! So I lost everything I gained, and then I gained some. Well, the truth is, I drank 80 ounces of Diet Dr. Thunder beforehand, so I was a little bit heavier than I probably could have been. But I see this time and time and time again with people trying to lose weight. They starve themselves, exercise themselves to death, and then the one day that they have weakness and they break down and eat like a human or even a little bit of a superhuman, they gain everything that they lost back and maybe a little extra just because they put their body into starvation mode. So the next time they get a big fat kill, everything that they eat is going to go into their body. It's just not a good way to do business. But luckily for me, I chose to do this little example early on in the project. I still have over a month. In fact, now I have exactly a month to get my goal met. And maybe that's why I did it. And now I even got more to lose than I had to start out with. I'm trying to think of how to describe this. I love Little House on the Prairie. I really do. In fact, I bet if I go upstairs, it's on right now. Let's go take a look. Grandma's off visiting a friend at the nursing home. She gets out of the house more than I do. Is that sad? Pretty much. Pretty much that might be the saddest thing ever. All right. Sure enough, this has a Little House look to it.
Hold on, friend. Oh, no cause for alarm. The enemy is fled. The situation is well in hand. Who are you? William O'Hara's the name.
That's
What are you doing here?
Mr. Ingalls with a gun. Yeesh. Kind of make me nervous. But anyway, let's imagine that my house was a log cabin. And they say, protect this house. If I was wearing Under Armour, it might have a little phrase on it that says, protect this house. Well, this house, this old, hairy, balding house, let's say it's a log cabin in Little House times. And it has a big pile of wood instead of a backpack for burning and keeping the house warm. Basically, what has happened is my wood pile has gotten way, way, way too big. And so I have all this extra wood around to keep me warm. And now that winter is done, I don't need that wood anymore. So I guess I can try to get rid of it or move it somewhere else until I need it again next winter. So the goal is to get rid of all that wood without ruining the house, so to speak. Because in a log cabin, you could probably take like an axe and cut chunks out of the house and burn them in an emergency. And that's not what I want to do. I don't want to take an axe to myself and cut off some of the support beams, some of the walls, some of the doors, and end up burning those because that's not really doing me any good. I don't want to lose my lean muscle mass, so to speak. The stuff that makes me strong, that makes this house strong. So I think I'm going to start over and hopefully instead of going at it with the starvation route and the super exercise route, I think discipline and moderation is going to be more important than extremes because that's quite extreme, losing 6 pounds in 2 days and then 1 pound in 1 day gaining 7 back. And we do not want to have a yo-yo diet. I want to do this the lean and mean and right way. So I'm going to write down my run, and happy hump day, everybody. Get outside and enjoy the weather because it is beautiful.